Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Vacation Sex. The ingredients you need are rum, some fruit punch, some ice, and here's how you're going to make vacation sex. In a cocktail shaker, you're going to pour an ignorant amount of rum into that cocktail shaker, a splash of fruit punch, put some ice in there, shake that thing, and then pour it into the cocktail glass and enjoy some vacation sex.
I want some vacation sex.
Oh, yes.
I don't need the rum or none of that. I just want vacation sex. Welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all. We're in the studio.
Yes. So now y'all can stop asking us 50 million and
when
one
y'all
questions.
get in the studio? Why Medina background dusty? Because you know what, guys? I'm not a fucking tech person, and Kiki is. My backdrop, I was like, why does my backdrop not look as green as yours? Mine was like a forest green. Yours was like a poppy lime green. Y'all, it was hard.
Yeah, so we would just really appreciate it if you guys continue to share the episode clips when you're listening, whether you're listening to it, whether you're watching us, whatever. All of that helps because now we got a new bill.
Yes. So we need y'all to make sure you download. Also, still rate, review, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Support your besties because we support you.
Okay, so tell me, Miss Vacation Sex, did you have sex on this Paradise and Vibe trip?
You know what's funny? I was like, the whole Paradise and Vibe thing, I was like, I wonder if there's going to be men there. Bitch, there were.
How many? Were they fine?
There was a couple cuties. One fine one, a couple cuties. I hope they don't listen to this.
They probably will.
I did not have vacation sex. I had vacation foreplay.
Okay, so what happened?
You know, that's juicy.
Is that a cocktail?
Hey, you know, it might be a little cocktail. But Jamaica was beautiful, Kiki. Like, have you ever been to Negril?
No, I haven't.
I had never been either. I've been to Jamaica on like a cruise, but you know, that's quick. You get off, you get to stay for like 4 hours, you have to go. I think I was in Ocho Rios, but Negril was beautiful. The rum is nothing to play with there.
I'm sure.
That rum punch, I didn't, we drink. We could drink. I thought I could do that in Jamaica. While I was snorkeling, I was throwing up because the night before I had too much rum punch. I'm talking about, I was like, I'm not going to miss the boat day. I'm swimming. I'm jumping off cliffs. I'm like, I'll be back, you guys. I had to swim away and like throw up and just brush no one knew what I was doing. And I was just like,
you were just throwing up
girl,
in the ocean and
I looked like a
in
mermaid that just was looking at rocks. People were like, why are you over there by yourself? I was like, I'll be back. I'm looking at something on the rocks.
Girl.
I had the time of my life. I made some incredible connections, some incredible friends. A lot of people that came on the trip, they came by themselves. They were just kind of like, I wanted a break from everyone in my life, everything in my life. I'm here by myself, didn't know what to expect, was hoping I would meet some great, fun, like-minded people. And that's exactly what happened. Sometimes when you have big groups get together, sometimes small groups, there's always that one person where everybody be like, why is she here? Like, you be trying to leave them out, or everybody's talking about them, and then there's like a dramatic, there was none of that. And this was a lot of women. Yeah. We woke up doing yoga every morning, manifestation workshops, meditation workshops. So while we had the vibe, we also still stayed true to what we were there for, and it was a yoga retreat. I hope that you guys can come on the next trip in October. We're going to Costa Rica, October 1st through October 6th. It is on Paradise and Vibe right now. You guys can go and sign up. Hurry because they fill up quick. I will be there. And I want to shout out to all of our besties, all of our listeners from Cocktails that came because, bitch, they came through.
How many people were there?
It was about 5 or 6 people there that came.
I mean like in total.
Oh, 30.
Okay.
But it was about 5 or 6 people that came through Cocktails and they brought people. So
that's cool.
It was really, people, when they went around and like, how did you hear about the trip? People were like, Medina on Cocktails. I listened to Cocktails. It was just beautiful. The support was real. The love was real. And I thank y'all so much. Like, y'all are some riders and it was fun. I made some friends that are also listeners. Now they know all my goddamn business.
That's how I felt last year whenever I took that trip with this group of women that I met through Instagram, just being on Instagram Live. A lot of them listen to the show and have been supporters of the show. They're going to Jamaica. I wasn't going to go because I had another trip, and now my original trip is canceled. It was like a family thing, so I'm kind of disappointed. Dang. I might still pop up because I want to go to Jamaica.
Pop up,
it's at the end of June. We got time. We'll see.
I thought that it was really interesting. Last thing about Jamaica, they put us, I could have had a single room, but I wanted to really enjoy the experience, so I had a roommate. Ayana, a.k.a. the Yoga Bae, shout out to her. She paired me with a roommate, and the pairing was so perfect. She has a podcast. And
really?
she's secret. No one knows who she is. Now I feel cool because I know who she is. It's called the forgive me, something diaries, uncensored diaries of. I'm sorry, y'all.
What's it about?
She is a secret. She's like a PTA mom, and she talks about sex like we do, but no one knows who it is. And she was like, "Bro, I can't tell because I don't want to get my daughter kicked out of school." I was like, "Oh god, damn!" But it was really dope. We recorded while she was there. That episode dropped today. I'll try to find the link. But that was super dope. So shout out to her. I can't really say her name.
Yeah, that's a really cool concept. I was about to say, speaking of people not getting kicked out of school, I do have a weird sex story about that, but that's for the next episode.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Oh.
But this week's weird sex, you guys, I don't understand what is wrong with some of you people out here.
Everything.
So I felt like this story that I found for weird sex is very fitting for our topic today.
I like a good fit.
So this Minnesota woman was told not to come to her ex-boyfriend's funeral. Well, you already know what happened. She came, she saw, and she tried to mow everybody over. So witnesses said that she drove through the cemetery and tried to run over the people who were there for the funeral. So, Blair Whitten, 28, was charged with reckless endangerment following the incident at Riverside Cemetery in Fargo, North Dakota on Saturday, police said. Multiple complainants reported Whitten was driving her vehicle inside the cemetery in a manner with extreme indifference for human life, which created substantial risk of serious bodily injury to the persons in the cemetery. Now, no one was injured, luckily, but witnesses waved down police at the cemetery and said that there was an SUV there that was driving over grave sites, indeed trying to run people over. Now, the ex-boyfriend's father said that he told baby girl Blair, "You're not welcome at the funeral." And he definitely identified her speeding through the cemetery. Now, a second witness said that they saw her there and knew that she wasn't wanted at the burial because she made some negative posts on social media. I'm guessing Facebook. That's where that kind of stuff happens. And she made negative comments about his death. Anyway, he approached her, and do y'all know she mashed the gas on him?
And killed him?
No, nobody died. He jumped out of the way, luckily. But she was just driving crazy. Now, police detained her on the north side of the cemetery. She told the officers she just showed up to the funeral. She was sitting in her SUV, minding her own business, when people who she believed would hurt her, yes, the woman who was driving crazy through the cemetery, she thought somebody would hurt her, and they were coming towards her, so she tried to drive away. Anyway, she had to go to jail, and it's a funeral. Why are you cutting up at the funeral?
Blair.
This is why the family didn't like you.
Your ex-boyfriend died, bro. Like, he's dead. Like, what? The dick couldn't have been that great that now you got to get that nigga while he dead, and his family's Why can't everyone just be friends with their exes?
Well, I think that's a little unrealistic, but to show up to a funeral, and maybe it wasn't him that made her upset. Maybe it was
his mama,
family, the friends. They probably never liked her. She's probably been very crazy for a very long time. Who knows? But thank you guys for sending that story, and a few of y'all sent it. I had already seen it. I thought the shit was crazy and definitely very weird. So if you see more, email them to me, info@kikisaidso.com, or DM them to me on Instagram or Twitter.
I'm sitting here just trying to think, like, could a nigga ever make me that crazy that I'm coming after you?
Not to a funeral.
Not the funeral. It's just not fair. That's not nice.
I might think some mean things, but that's as far as it's going to go. And then if you're dead, it's just like, all I can do is cry.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was dating a guy, and he died. I did a bonus episode about it. If you're not on Patreon, make sure you sign up for Patreon, because we tell a little bit more in-depth things on there.
I used to fuck with a nigga, and he died. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. His name was Steve. He was a creep, but rest in peace, bro.
Say this man's name. Anyway, so this week, you guys, we're going to play a good old-fashioned game of Never Have I Ever. So we're just going to do a few quick ones. We will hold the cards up saying if we have or have not, if you're watching the video. And we have a stack of cards over here. So if you can't think of one off the top of your head, then you can pull a card. I'll move my drink. I'm thirsty.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I will go first. Never have I ever ate some booty, man or woman booty, and there was dingleberries or tissue left over in their butthole.
If y'all follow us on Instagram,
Kiki posted a
I did not
post.
post that. Y'all know good and goddamn well that was not me. And I didn't even see the post. I had seen that floating around social media. Then I saw you said, Kiki, tell them. And I was like, oh, hell no. Y'all already know. I'm glad y'all know me.
And as much as I
know me.
like talking about booty hole and saying booty hole, this has really never happened to me. Like, I posted that just because it was funny. It ain't never been no, like, shitty situation.
But there was a time it was smelly back there. I told y'all that story.
Hey, look, that's the territory. That's the butthole territory, bro. When that booty hole, you might get a little booty hole territory goop.
No, thank you. Okay, never have I ever borrowed something from somebody I was dating and just kind of never gave it back.
Fuck?
That's how I got this iPad. That's why I was laughing when you said, is this a new iPad?
I have so much of Carlos's shit that I have even sold. And I'm just like, you're not
Why
getting
did
it.
you sell? Did he ask for it back?
He did, but I was like, I sold those J's. You was gone. Didn't nobody tell you
sell the
just,
J's?
they were classic J's. I was like, I'm selling them.
Some shmoney?
Okay. Never have I ever used my vibrator without cleaning it off first.
I've done that plenty of times.
I've been doing it a lot lately, and that's.
I just sleep with it in the bed, and it cuddles me. It's like it wasn't outside playing.
Yeah.
It wasn't running the streets. It wasn't having sex with anybody else. It'll be all right.
Yeah, sometimes I just keep it right there, and sometimes it'll be like really, you have the dried, crusty stuff on there from how wet you were, and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna use it. Oh well, if I get BV, I'm gonna get look.
Yeah,
I got about 2 more refills on my bottle. I'm fine.
Okay, never have I ever forgot that my sex toys were still in the bed when somebody else got in it.
I just did that. My mom was here, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like trying to
Did
run.
she see him?
I don't know if she saw it and tried to act like she didn't because it would be weird. Mm-hmm. I think she saw it.
She probably did.
And she was like, are the sheets clean? And I was like, Mom, I promise the sheets are clean. I was like, I promise they're clean. No one has been in it but me, sis.
I'm laughing that she even had to ask.
Yeah. Because sometimes I like to savor the moment of the men that have been in my bed and I won't clean the sheets.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
That was my last one.
Okay. Well, we can go ahead and move on. Before we get into the discussion today, we want to talk to you guys about one of our sponsors, Dame Products. So,
yes.
Dame Products. We told you about them last week. We got our orders. You got yours.
Yes, I got mine. And I absolutely love the packaging.
I love the packaging. I love the way that the product feels. It's small. It's lightweight. I don't like when a toy is just too heavy.
Yeah.
I like the weight of a man. I don't need a heavy, toy on me, right? So the one that I wanted to use first is called the Air. It's AER. And so it has, suction to it, and it kind of pulsates. Do you have one over here?
I do. The Air is right here.
Okay, so this is how it comes if you guys are watching, and it has little pulses that come. It's small, it goes in your hand, it's really easy, it doesn't take long to charge. They are rechargeable. It has a USB cord that comes with it, super convenient. I like the way it feels, and I like that you can increase the intensity and you can kind of switch the way it goes, so you can have some kind of variety. I mean, it's the same toy, but different vibe.
Ooh.
Literally.
And with some of these toys, it's always so hard to switch it up. Y'all know I like pretty shit. I'm a Libra. The shit need to be pretty. The color, I love this light, cloudy color. Like Kiki said, it's very light. You don't want to be getting carpal tunnel while you're playing with your pussy. I've been there, done that. With the Dame Kip, I got the Kip. I don't have to do that with the Kip. Charges quick, starts off with a little rumble, but you can easily, turn it up and get it to where you want. If you want to be shaking, I like how the triangular part, it can cover your whole little clit. Mm-hmm. It gets that whole area and it's just giving all your shit a seizure. It's amazing. I love the Kip and I absolutely love the charger. It's like a shoestring.
Yeah, I got the Kip too. That's another good one when we were talking about using toys on the gooch or even the balls.
Oh, this is a good gooch killer.
This is dip.
Yes, you could put this right on the gooch.
You could probably put it on the booty hole.
You can put this on the booty hole. Get it a little wet because let me tell you, I also got a little arousal serum.
Oh yeah.
To put 2 drops on your fingertips and rub it on there, y'all. This is
some good stuff.
It's some really good stuff. And like I said, I love the packaging. I love how it looks like medical equipment. is coming to you. It's like, who are you? Are you important?
And then nobody knows what's in your package. So it is discreet packaging. You don't have to worry about that. Just go to dameproducts.com/cocktails, COCKTALES, and you will get 10% off.
Yes. Click the link in the description to visit dameproducts.com. And if you're not sure what you want to get, they have a cute little easy quiz you can take to kind of lead you in the right direction. And remember to use code COCKTALES for 10% off.
Okay, now let's get back to the crazy stuff. One of my favorite topics is just, sharing the crazy experiences that we have had, the things that make us crazy, the people who drive us crazy, and the results of, other people's bad decisions, not ours. Theirs.
Absolutely.
So, what are like the main things that men do that make you like turn up your crazy meter?
Yeah. Some of mine are extreme and some of them aren't, but I would like to start with saying when you are playing with me. I don't like when you meet a nigga. You didn't even like him at first.
That's how it always goes.
That's how it always... I don't even like you, bro. You done wined and dined me. You wooed me. Now I'm feeling you funny. You got me laughing. I'm laying on the pillow, falling asleep to your voice. We got songs. Like, we're cracking jokes. We have inside jokes. You got me. You got me all the way there. I'm sprung. And then all of a sudden you just switch the script and act like none of this ever happened. Like you didn't just court my ass for a whole fucking 3.5 months and now I like you. And I'm like, oh, we're actually going to be dating. And he's like, whoa, like, don't get it twisted. Like, we're just friends. What?
That's what you said. Like, you started off saying that you wanted a relationship. You wanted something serious. I'm so amazing.
I didn't like you and you made me like you.
Yeah. And then it's like, they tell you that, like, no. And so then it's like, okay, maybe that first time, it doesn't make you act too crazy. Your feelings are hurt. You're upset. And then you say, okay, well, I'm going to play the field. Fuck it. He doesn't want to be with me. Let me cut my ties now. Then he wants to come back. It's like he's losing his grip on you. And it's like, do you guys get some sort of text message alert? Does a carrier pigeon drop a note off at your house to let you know that I'm trying to move on so that you can come in and try and fuck up my life again? I don't know.
What happened? Like, that can make me do some shit like, I'm gonna figure out what, like, you just completely went silent and acted like we had nothing. And then you start to feel crazy. Before you act on your crazy and it's justified, you feel crazy. And you're like, wait, was I reading the signs wrong? No, bitch, you weren't reading the signs wrong. You
start calling all your friends. Then you're gonna be mad later when you take them back because they looking at you like, girl, what you taking them back for? Well, I don't know, girl. You know I'm crazy.
And mind your business.
But let me just tell you what he did this time because I just don't know. Like, okay, so this is what the text message said. Well, let me read it different because I don't think I did the right inflection.
Yeah. And then you're like, well, he was going through a hard time. COVID. COVID hit.
Yes. I mean, I know he's at the club all the time, but like, still it takes a toll on everybody.
He going through a lot. Like he just lost his kids in his custody battle. He just went vegan. He hungry. Like, I get it.
Yeah, going vegan will really
you be hungry. Your breath is funky a little bit.
I don't know. I'm not doing it. Yeah. I tried it. Remember that I tried it? That was 3
days. You had attitude. You had attitude. So it's like, all right. Like, oh, I met a vegan man in Jamaica. Okay, that's another story. That might be a cocktail. Okay. What's something that...
Was he Jamaican?
No, he was...
I was going to say, be careful, girl.
Them Jamaicans really was loving me out there, though. I was about to stay.
I bet they were.
One nigga walked up and was like, I'm going to kidnap you.
They have you acting crazy.
Yeah. Don't anyway. You know that TikTok was like, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. I did it.
That's me. That's the story of my life. That's me. Meet me in 5 seconds. I did it.
I gotta take this scarf off. It's just bothering me.
Is it falling off?
Yes, I can't tell.
You know, my braids still look good. Mine looking dusty. I need to borrow that scarf for next episode. Okay, so yeah, the whole playing hot and cold thing, that really gets to me. This is one that happened. Well, it doesn't happen so much now, only because I don't really go out that much, and I haven't really been dating anybody for real, but now that I'm starting again, I know it's going to happen again. Stop inviting me and the rest of the bitches you're fucking out together.
Stop doing it.
You are not Floyd Mayweather. This is not a harem.
Because when I turn into Floyd and I square up with one of them bitches...
Well, I'm not doing
I'm not either. I'm just playing. Y'all know I'm not even... I'm not going to fight her, but I am going to be mad and have a very strong attitude. I'm
going to be mad at him, like, why do you do this? And I've done petty stuff when the other girls are around. And, okay, are you trying to see, is it survival of the fittest? Well, I don't like to lose. Even if I don't want you in the end, I don't like to lose. And now this girl is going to be upset with you and me. I don't really care about her being upset with me, but you should care. Don't bring me around that shit.
Don't bring me around it. And I won't do that to you. And if it's a situation where it's just like inevitable and it either happens and we didn't expect this, or it's going to happen, if I really fuck with you, I'm giving you a heads up. Like, hey, look, I used to fuck with that nigga and him. I just want you to know, I used to fuck with 2 niggas in this room. It might not go how I want it to go.
The only time it's acceptable is if you tell me in advance, because we're all going to be fucking later. If this is not about to turn into a really fun and wild night,
don't do it. We don't all need to be in the section together. Choose one. She's ugly anyways.
Choose one girl and let me bring the friends.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then your lame ass friends, they don't have any girls to invite.
Right.
You're fucking them too? Goddamn, share with your greedy ass.
Men, sometimes I just be looking like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do you know? I'm so mad. Okay. Here's one that sometimes it just really makes me mad. Why are you going to get a haircut every Thursday?
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with a haircut?
So it's just fresh cut Thursday every Thursday, my nigga? Where you going? What you doing?
Wait a minute. Now,
it don't never make you feel crazy when they're like just getting too groomed.
Up until now. I want them to look good. You know, like a man that looks really good. I get excited.
I like when they look good too, but like when you're just getting overly groomed, it's like all
what
the
bitches overly groomed.
You always walking out smelling good. Where you going? You going to the store? You going to Kroger, my nigga?
So he's supposed to look dusty?
And you really got to get a haircut every Thursday? Your hair ain't even grow back yet. It's still fresh, bro. Who are you fucking?
But you know what? When a nigga is bald and he's always talking about he going to the barbershop to get a haircut, I'll do it. What the fuck? You're bald.
You're bald. You don't need to step foot in another barbershop, especially when he too fine. It's like, bro, like your hair didn't grow back yet. Stop. Like, just...
That's why some of y'all are balding now.
All right, LeBron.
Yeah, okay. Not answering the phone. This is an easy one to get somebody riled up, especially when you know in my presence, you have that phone attached to you like it's life support. But when I'm not with you and I'm trying to reach you, oh, I didn't have my phone. Oh, my phone was dead. Your phone is never dead. You have 50 chargers. You are the charger Nazi. You probably stole a few of mine. Your phone is charged. You're busy. You talking to somebody else. You're not asleep.
And this is probably one of the number ones, unless your nigga don't be on his phone like that for real. And that is very...
That's rare.
That's
is he 100?
rare. That is rare. I know. It's like I instantly know when I didn't see my phone. I wasn't... Oh, you're fucking with somebody that you really like. Because that's a goddamn lie. And I've even told that lie.
Or just too many people.
Or you hurry up and try to do a phone call with me before you get into your fuckery, so that it seems you're trying to create a timeline here. You know what I mean? We talk for a little bit, then all of a sudden your phone dies. No, it didn't die. You put it on airplane mode.
You do that?
You ain't never heard him put your phone on airplane mode, so it's not like...
I know I have. But I also, lately, I've been letting guys know I'm very moody. I just didn't feel like talking to you. And I just leave it at that. Like, maybe if we had a better time last time, or you weren't blowing my phone up, we wouldn't have that. So I need my space.
I will say.
And then it'll help them calm down a little bit.
The older we get, the more honest we get. I just told a nigga today that hit me up. I told him, I said, I'm not going to lie. I don't like you. And if you want me to hang out with you, you have to pay me. And he was like, it was through text. I said, I'm just going to let him know. If you really just want my time, you have to pay for it. And he was like,
What didn't you like about it?
I might share it as a bonus cocktail.
Okay.
But I'll tell you for real off air. It's really funny.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel you with that. Like,
honesty really is like, just say what it is. Another one that I have on here is selling dreams.
Ooh, yes.
My nigga, are you Genie? Are you a genie? No, you're not. Don't sell me no dreams. Sell me this picture perfect story. And it seems like, oh my God, I found the one. No, you didn't.
Or don't be a genie for Medina, but then try and talk to me and want to be just, I don't know, Pinocchio, full of lies.
That's the worst. When you know, I know that,
I know that you have done things for people. I know that you're not lying about the stuff that you said that you've done. But why are you telling me this if that's not what you want to lead with? And honestly, like, when I'm going on dates with guys, it's not all about what can you do for me. But I will say, when I go on a date with a guy with true intentions of getting to know him and really like seeing if our personalities match, what kind of guy is this? Could we be friends? Could we be more than friends? And all you want to talk to me about is what you do for all these women who have been in and out of your life. Well, okay, I see what time it is. You just want to exchange my presence for your money. I expect something.
I expect
wanna
something.
Give. You're leading with that. That's what I want.
And don't lead with it if you are now trying to like change your life around and you don't want women to just expect things. Then nigga, don't talk about it.
Why are you talking about it? I didn't ask you.
You telling me how you bought her an apartment, her some Louis something, some Gucci belt, some fucking... No, I don't want brunch. I don't want brunch.
I want a house.
I want a boat. So
it's very frustrating.
Change your conversation.
You know what else is really bad about that? Sorry to get off on a tangent, but when the dream sellers are fucking scammers, my nigga, you going to prison. Go ahead and give me what we can all get while you're still out. I don't understand the stinginess of the scammers. It's like
I don't understand either. You're going to jail, so
don't call my
feed
phone.
the village.
I'm calling the
all
police.
y'all that got that PPP loan and don't really have a business. You're going to jail. Become a patron. If you don't just want to trick off, become a patron.
And
Support.
pay for the year in advance.
Yeah. Pay my rent up. You don't got to buy me nothing that I could touch. I feel you. You don't want me to be able to make money off of it. Cool. Just do something. Because you're going to jail.
You be reselling people's joy.
You're going to prison, sir. Get that booty hole ready. You going to need some Dame Arouser cream.
Okay, now this is the one that has always really just kind of driven me up a wall. Good dick.
Good dick.
Pretty much, it's always a recipe for disaster. At this point in my life, I'm scared of it. I mean, challenge accepted, but I'm still scared.
Yeah.
Because it always has made me stick around longer than I should have, making excuses for things that don't need an excuse. Yeah. And it's like, you're not even giving me an excuse. I just make
like you clearly see him out with someone else, and you're like, yo, that's his mama. And we're like,
she looks younger than you, bitch.
No, it's not. He's kissing her in her mouth. That's not his mama. Like, yes, it is. Y'all know. We're dreaming right now. Good dick will make you be a good and crazy goddamn fool. Mm-hmm. That's what that'll do. And, you know, and it's crazy
about some right now.
Yeah, like you have to you can only have a couple good dicks. And it's not that like right now I have a really great sex partner and he has great dick, but I'm not gonna lie, and I hope he don't listen to this. He don't have that make you go crazy dick. There are some niggas that will. I remember one time I fucked this dude and he literally like turned me around like a screwdriver. He hit all the corners within 5 minutes, and I was like, wow, I'll take care of your kids. You know when Beyonce was like, I'm gonna buy him a short set.
Yeah,
I wanted to buy him a short set.
I hate that feeling. When somebody makes you feel like that. Yeah, in the bonus episode, I got a situation where I'm gonna tell y'all about that. Like, I just wanted to send it just because.
Did you buy him a short set?
Hell no. Now look, reality kicked in, but I thought about it.
Yeah,
I thought about it, but that's as far as it got. Ain't that damn crazy now?
Dick gonna make you real crazy. What else do we have on here? Oh, selling the dream. This isn't a dream seller. This is a dream snatcher. So he gave you all the things he said he was gonna do, and then literally just ghost you. You're like, wait, I just moved into a 2-bedroom apartment. Wait, hold on. I can't. You said you got it.
Money in advance.
I just traded my car. You said you got it. Where are you going? And he's like, I want to change my life around.
I have definitely dated somebody who gave me like a little allowance, and it was working out very well.
You splurging. You having fun.
And he died, and that's...
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck? And that's why I tell you girls, marriage matters, okay? Because
it does. You better get what's yours
while you can.
Nothing.
Okay, so after they do all these things that make you crazy, right? You're going crazy. You're sitting here plotting. What
Cause
do you
and effect. What do I do?
Mm-hmm. And it's all the way turned up now.
I'm all the way turned up, and I am not proud of this because... Y'all, before we got here, I just got in a car accident and my car got broken into. So I sometimes things can make you get out of character. I literally jumped out of the vehicle screaming, bitch, I will fuck you up. I don't even fight. I was like, I really hope if she would have really scored up, I probably would have got my ass beat in the street. Anyways, so sometimes you get out of character. I have broken I think his television was like 82 inches. I took a big old...
God damn, was that a wall?
It was a wall. And I'm not proud of it. These things are not, we're honest here on Cocktails. Y'all the besties, you tell your best friend everything. I sure did bust that nigga's TV up, and I felt so bad afterwards.
Why did you do that?
Well, because he broke my phone, and I felt like that was equivalent. That was an equal, you want to break my phone? I'm breaking your TV. So there was I couldn't get anything else. You know, men be strong, even when they not really like, they just are just holding you like this and you can't get anywhere. So I couldn't move. So I reached over and grabbed the candle and just chunked it at the television. It instantly shattered. And as soon as it shattered, I was like, I'm going to be on the news dead. That's what's going to, because men love their televisions. That is one thing.
I bite. That's not good either.
Bite?
Because they are so strong. It's like if they're trying to like hold you to calm down, yeah, I'm biting. That's gonna hurt. You gotta do something that's gonna send a shock through the body so that they stop. They're gonna jump a little bit, like goddamn. Or if you still have on your heels, you step on their foot like they do in the movies. Sometimes that shit don't work, and you need to know what kind of man you're dealing with, because I cannot be held responsible if they pop you back, which is also not okay. But none of it's okay. All this shit is crazy.
None of it's okay. It's all toxic and crazy. But the point of this episode is sometimes niggas make you crazy, and I wouldn't just naturally go bust your TV up if we just get in an argument. That's not what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I would just think about it.
Another thing is the calling your job. I've actually never. I've had a nigga do that to me.
What?
Yes, but
He got your job and did what?
That's a whole other story for a
Okay.
whole other day.
Okay.
And it's embarrassing because you can almost get fired. But a bitch will. I've had my friends call ex's jobs. They're like, "You gonna talk to me? You gonna block my number? Oh, I'm gonna call your job."
Yeah, I've seen some things where they're not calling the job just to reach a person. That has happened. Somebody's tried to reach me. I didn't want to talk to them. They call the job, whatever. You'll make it through the line. But they have called people's jobs and, like, made reports. At my job, there have been so many people who have called, not for me, but just for my coworkers. Like, they will pop up. They will show up. They try and tell everybody's business. They'll say that you did things that
I just
maybe
can't.
they
I'm
happened,
sorry, I
maybe
could
they
never
didn't
stoop
happen.
that low.
And it's just like, now that I've never done that, but a lot of people do, or calling the police. So all of you people who want to live the life of crime, you need to be careful when you are taking advantage of kind women.
If you're a
Because
drug dealer, be real
drug
careful.
dealer, scammer, on the run.
Because you make the bitch mad enough, she gonna call the police and you're going to jail.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you don't want to do that. When you make a bitch be crazy, you encourage her to tap into her impeccable detective skills that we all possess.
Queen right here,
'Cause
okay?
I'm letting you right now.
I have.
When 6'8" Bay left me for the bitch that he left me for, my friends, it took them 6 minutes to find her with literally just a first name.
That's all you need. Do you know how many times people have called me about something? I found out bitches were fucking about old work because they were posting things, and it's like, I know that floor plan, I know that end table, I know that light fixture. I know the fixtures on that cabinet.
So
I know
now
the
not only
silverware.
are you getting caught up in the lie that I just caught you up in, but now I'm going to go back and figure out the other lies that you told.
Now we're building a case.
Now we're building a case.
We're going into discovery mode,
yeah.
okay?
Now we're pulling up medical records. I know where your kids are at. I'm going to the daycare. I'm calling your mama.
Whoa.
We're not doing.
We're not going to the daycare now, girl. We gonna go to prison.
Okay.
The fuck?
Like, could you imagine, like, someone goes and picks your child up, and they're like, I picked him up from daycare, and we're here
that's
having a
gonna be
peanut butter and
whole
jelly
world of
sandwich.
Problems. But it does make you want to do stuff like that. And then you fall into this horrible rabbit hole. You're looking up all kind of stuff. You figuring out how to reach them. You cracking voicemail passwords, cracking into
Emails.
iCloud. I know, like I said earlier, this iPad was from somebody else. I used to check his emails. I mean, it was logged in. I didn't have to crack the password.
Men are really dumb. I'm sorry for the men in the room. I love y'all. But men be, I just be like.
They're like, we don't do this. We're a good men.
Yeah, okay. Another thing that happens is now there's a whole group chat that's been created about you. It's called Fuck That Nigga. Me and all my friends, we spreading all your business. We just in here talking shit about you, putting bad juju out there for you. Don't do it. Don't make us crazy. Just be honest, bro.
Or leave me alone.
Or leave me
That's
alone.
also a possibility. And honestly, I feel like whenever I'm dealing with somebody, even if you tell me something I don't necessarily like, I'm not going to be acting crazy because you came forth with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you're lying and creating all of this extra stuff that you don't really have to do. And a lot of shit that you probably thought was going to annoy me or I wouldn't like or whatever is cool. Don't make it seem like we're in an exclusive relationship if you know that you're fucking 50 bitches. Like, if you want to date, then date. I don't really want to be bothered but 2 or 3 days a week anyway.
Yeah, all jokes aside, just be honest. Like, and especially when you're grown. I literally just told a man this last night on the phone with him. He was making up something. It just sounded like a lie. And I'm not really going to badger you about it. But, like, I was like, hey, I just want to put this out here in the open, just so you know. You can keep it 100 with me. There is not a lot. You're not my boyfriend. I'm not your girl. I have a sex partner that I love fucking. You don't have to lie, and I'm going to let you know my situation. You don't have to lie. It's going to make it 10 times worse, and when I stop fucking with you, you're going to be sad. Just tell the truth. You fucking with a lot of bitches. I'm not going to be mad. I'm seriously not going to be mad. Do your thing. We're not in love yet, but if you made me fall in love, and now I'm like, I thought I was your only one, and then your whole family is in on it too. I'm here with you.
That part is really bad. Just to go back to stuff that makes you crazy, do not bring me around your mama, your sisters, and everybody. They texting me, they calling me, hey girl, you want to go have lunch? Oh, it's such and such coming. No, I just thought we could hang out. Okay, sis, well, let's go. I'm thinking I'm in good. The family fucks with me. The friends fuck with me. Everybody's fucking with me. So it's
when
like,
really you're just the
good.
favorite of the 5.
Yeah. Or maybe they just on payroll and they just need to keep you busy so that he can go do whatever.
I just you guys stop. You stop doing it. And then
that one struck a nerve.
And then one of my girlfriends said this the other day because her nigga is acting real crazy.
Oh, no.
She was like, he doesn't remember that I am from the streets. She's a very professional young lady.
Say, no, wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about your friend.
Yeah,
okay.
she was like, you were about to say, you are not from the streets.
You
watched Baby Boy entirely too much. Like, no, she was like, he forgets that, like, you also need to know your woman. Don't forget that now because she's this successful woman who started her own company and rides around in a Benz and she doesn't argue with people. Don't forget where she came from.
Don't forget where she came from, and don't forget who her homegirls are.
Because the homegirls will really hype you up. I've had homegirls pull up and we're like spying on someone and they're like, touch the top of his car. And I'm like, why are we touching the top of his car?
So you know if it just
So
got
you know
there.
if he just got here to feel if the hood is hot. And I'm like, oh, y'all bitches is crazy. They're like, that nigga lying. He hasn't just been at home. He just pulled up. Yeah. Smell the wheels. Okay. Smell the wheels?
You don't have to smell it if you touch the hood. It's warm. It's warm. You have not been at home all day. You weren't napping. Like, it's 62 degrees outside. Why is this shit hot to touch? I will never forget, I was leaving fucking Aroma. R.I.P. to Aroma, too. I was leaving Aroma, and I was with one of my girlfriends, and I guess she got tired of the group chat and me talking about this guy, and I was like, I'm going to be done. I was done. We saw him at the club, and I got sad at the club. So we leave, right? So we leave, and he's all like, oh, he's talking to me by the bar, talking to me by the bathroom, and I was like, we just have to leave. So we go outside. My friend is like, I'm sick of this shit. Kiara, go to the car. And so I was like, okay, we all go into the car. What are you doing? Yeah, she keep that man car. So, again, remember, just because I would never doesn't mean my homegirls won't.
And you made me do it. Like, this episode.
I hope he doesn't watch this because he does not know.
This episode was really for the men. Like, we're helping you. These lies and these you go on these trips and think that your girl don't know, or those of you who are married and you cheat on your wife and you think she don't know. Let me tell you something. She knows.
She's plotting.
She's like the FBI. You know how when they know you're selling all the drugs? I've been watching Snowfall too goddamn much. They're just waiting for you to rack it up. They're just waiting.
That's how they built those cases.
Stop being dumb, bro.
Yeah, you guys, please do better. I want to know some of y'all's crazy stories. So if y'all have some crazy stories or just a list of things that men have actually done, an experience that you want to share, or what happened when, you just had to blow up on his ass, send it to us in the form of a cocktail.
And also send that. And then if you have any tips on any better ways for us to hone into our detective skills so we can catch these niggas cheating, please send that as well. I would love some tips. Yeah,
new tips are always great.
They're great, and these niggas ain't getting no better. So we're gonna move on to Indecisive Diane, and when we come back, we have some advice letters for you guys.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. Listen up. There's a new spot called Toast on Lenox. Go there, try it out. You're gonna love it. You wanna be cute, and most importantly, you wanna make a reservation. Get there early because the parking is ridiculous. Here's the address. 2770 Lenox Road Northeast, Suite B. They open at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Go there for brunch. Bye.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane. So, this week, we are going to answer some of your questions. Remember, if you have any questions for us at all, please email them to us. It's askcocktails@gmail.com. That's askcocktails@gmail.com.
Okay, I will go first. I was really hesitant to put this on here, but I said, you know what? He's a listener. We're going to read the advice letter. We're talking about people going crazy. This bitch might go crazy. Okay, to my favorite podcast, the only adequate creation of humans. Oh, wow, that's nice. Where you from? Okay. This has been a consistent issue in my parents' marriage, and I know my mom will not. I know my mom will not leave my dad. He is a good father most of the time, and I could care less if they are together or not because I honestly think they are better parents when they are apart. About 2 years ago, when we were moving to a new city in Nigeria. We lived alone with my dad. I had to do all the motherly duties, which I am used to doing, modern slavery type of things. He was cheating then, too. I found condoms in the trash can, and he was coming in late every night. I decided to mind my business. That's good because that is grown folks' business. As I had my own shit to deal with. And honestly, I was hoping my mother was doing her thing as well. This time it's different, as I am soon to leave the house and I can't have my brother having to pick up after my sloppy, horny father. He is so disrespectful and does not even have the decency to cover his tracks. He bought cheap-ass condoms when we went to the grocery store and thought he was slick, making me go get salad while he quickly paid for it. We are a carnivorous family. Nobody in this bitch eats salad. Later that night, he gave me the receipt to throw away, and I saw condoms written at the top of the receipt.
Damn!
This your daddy is.
He is horny.
He ain't smart. His first chaps were his priority before our school snacks. I don't know what a chap is. Is that like a... I don't know.
It might be slang.
He has come home twice with dirty cheats that have wet spots on them and has asked me to put them in the washing machine so it can be ready for the next bitch. Not only is it a pandemic outside, STDs still exist. I am not an idiot, and I am not one of... You can still get an STD.
Well, yeah, okay, that's what he was thinking.
It's all old ass. I am not an idiot, and I am not one of them boys. So... I don't know why he thinks it's okay to be so oblivious with his adultery. I don't want to tell my mom as she won't leave him and she is just going to be stressed out on the other side of the world. This is none of my business, but I am already stressed out with school and teenager shit. So him adding this to my plate is revolting. I already think men are trash, and he is just reinforcing that narrative for me. If I don't tell my mom, I also fear bad karma might come to me, but also feel as though telling her is selfish of me as it would just relieve my guilt. I need help. My friends ain't shit, respectfully, and I go to a predominantly white school. I could barely afford without my scholarship, so the counselors and teachers there are no use. You make me smile when I see the notifications on my phone that one of the episodes have dropped. Your laughs breathe life into me. I am not the type to ask for help or write in, but I honestly needed to get it out some way. Lots of love. Call me MJ. I am a 17-year-old woman who lives in Nigeria. I was born in the U.S., but I am from Congo. And I have spent most of my life living in Africa. Although I am young, I've been listening to your podcast for years. And thank you, girl. And I'm very mature for my age. I am infatuated with your demented American culture. Your voices are the only thing that keeps me going in this sick world. I'm in a serious need of your help. Hence, I super spreaded this message. My dad is cheating on my mom, who is currently in North America, trying to find a job so we can finance me going to the university. This is not the first time my father has been unfaithful. Once my mom packed her bags and threatened to leave, but he begged her on his dusty ass knees not to go. I had to carry her 30-pound suitcase up the stairs when she decided to stay, and I was only 12. The same thing happened about 2 years later. But this time, she went back to Cameroon. threatened to divorce him, but was magically cooking his favorite meal in the kitchen 2 months later. My dad's infidelity has your youngest listener. Oh, sincerely, my dad's infidelity, your youngest listener, MJ. Oh, MJ, I'm so sorry. And this is going to be a quick advice. It is not your place to tell your mother. I'm so sorry. It's not.
I don't think you should tell your mom, but what I do think you may want to do just to soothe your own conscience, you're living with your dad. Talk to him and tell him what it is that you see, because maybe he thinks you're oblivious. Talk to him.
Because niggas is stupid. And sometimes we forget our daddies are men too, and them niggas is dumb.
So talk to him, let him know what you've seen, and let him know how it makes you feel. Try and tug on the heartstrings. Don't seem like he has any left, but you just never know. Like, you're his child. Talk to him, let him know how you feel, and just tell him, I want to tell mom.
Yeah, tell him.
Even though we're not telling you to tell your mama, that's what you need to tell him.
And then see what conversation he has with you. Because you might be surprised at, you know, I
hope you get into the university of your choice so that you can get out of this mess.
And also, you know, if it don't work out and your daddy try to have an attitude, blackmail that nigga. I'm going to tell mama, you figure out how I'm going to school, nigga. And stop buying them cheap-ass condoms. And maybe if you know a doctor, have a doctor call your dad's cell phone and fake that he has an STD. I'm just saying, scare that nigga.
Or you could send us his number and we'll call him and pretend.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a mess?
Thank you, MJ.
Oh my gosh, but thank you. Good luck to you, girl. Sorry to be laughing. I hope you figure it out or find some peace because this sounds fucking stressful. Okay, the next one. Okay. Hey, ladies, my boyfriend, 23, and I, 24, have been together for nearly a year. It feels like the honeymoon stage is kind of ending, and I can't tell if I'm getting bored or if it's just a natural progression of things. Since we started dating during a pandemic, it's been difficult because I feel like everything revolves around his anxiety. He always wants to quarantine apart for a few days if I go out with my other friends or do any in-public activities before he sees me, and he's just been super, in my opinion, overly conscious about the whole thing. We've still never even gone out on a dinner date besides our first date. Meanwhile, I've noticed that he still hangs out with his friends some weekends. I've even gone with him to some of the hangouts. But when I don't go, I have no problem seeing him without quarantining. I don't understand his thinking on this. It also seems like he's not very adventurous in things I like to do. He's scared of doing. He thinks so hard into everything and always has to find the logic of a situation, circumstance, passing statement to the point where even simple conversations turn into a whole thought analysis. His style bothers me so much. Now we're really getting into it. It's not even the damn anxiety. He's tacky.
That nigga ugly too.
Okay. His style bothers me so much. He's not really into fashion and doesn't really have a defined style. I don't know why, but I knew she was going to say that. Okay. I've noticed when he dresses up, it sometimes makes me cringe. And when we go out, it's always kind of hit or miss. I find myself thinking, oh no, what is he planning on wearing this time? And I dress cute. And I need someone to match my fly, at least some of the time. Damn. Also, when I've tried suggesting stuff, he doesn't think spending money on clothes is worth the effort and prefers to thrift, which wouldn't be a problem if he had a defined sense of style and realized that you don't have to shop strictly at the thrift and can mix in different pieces from other stores too. Sometimes just the thought of him is becoming frustrating because I'm afraid I'm starting not to like him or resent him or something. Am I just being shallow? Is it bad to leave someone over these seemingly simple annoyances? How can I bring these things up without seeming rude and annoying? Can I help him with his style? Sincerely, girlfriend or foe.
You can definitely help that man with his style. You're going to have to spend some money doing it because here's what I've learned. When you meet people that don't see the value in buying new clothes or, you know, changing their wardrobe, you have to start it for them to get them to see that this makes sense. You look better like this. You're going to have to do it because he said he don't want to do it. You're not going to make him buy the clothes that he doesn't want. So if you want to stay with him and you want him to see a change in his attire, you got to buy the clothes. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I that's what you're going to have to do.
This one I'm going to tell you. Break up with his ass. You're sick of him. He done worrying you out. You haven't been doing shit. He stresses you out. The thought of him, the visual of him and his tacky ass outfits, his excuses for not going out, he's cheap. That's what I'm reading through the whole thing. He's not planning outings with you. He'll hang out with his friends because he only has to pay for himself. And they're probably doing other cheap shit. If he takes you, he knows that he's kind of expected to take care of your tab. He don't want to do that. Then he doesn't want to get dressed. He doesn't want to buy clothes. He's just cheap. And you don't want that. So the reality, and maybe he wants to spend it. Maybe he just doesn't have it. He is only 23. Y'all are 23 and 24. Who knows? But I say break up with his ass. Cut your losses now. He's stressing you out. You don't need to be stressed out. There's plenty of other things in life at this point to be stressed out about. And there's plenty of men who are out.
And I think I agree with Kiki, but you also said, should you feel bad for breaking up with someone for this reason? No. This is what dating is for. Fuck that nigga. Bye. He'll find somebody else that wants to look frumpy with him.
And if he doesn't, oh well, it's not your problem.
Yeah, look at Ben Carson's
Sometimes
wife.
you gotta stop feeling bad about taking what you want and what you need and making it a top priority over other people's potential feelings. He might be waiting to break up with you anyway, and that's why he won't go shopping.
Yeah.
Because you know men are hard.
And I say this all the time. It is okay to want what you want. Ladies, don't feel bad about it. If you want a nigga that dresses fly, maybe he cheats on you, but he dressed fly and that's what you want, go get him. He's out there. If you want a nigga that's going to spend money on you and you don't care about anything else, you can get that too. It's okay to want that. Go get it. Leave him. Kiki's right. Leave him. Don't buy him no clothes. Don't trick off on that nigga.
Yeah.
If you do buy him an outfit.
So he can wear it for somebody else, I think the fuck not.
Because that's when he going to start cheating and then you going to do some crazy
He'll start
shit.
saying, oh, I do look kind of good. The other women are going to notice it too. Hell, I don't recommend buying him clothes. Not unless it's a really serious thing like your husband.
And I do think you should be honest with him and let him know. Because there are some people that just ended things with me and I want to know why. I'd want to know the why.
Oh, yeah, you could tell him. Okay, so that's it for the advice. Remember, the advice email is askcocktails@gmail.com. Now we're going to move on to cocktails before we wrap up the episode.
But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cup him. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. One to double D, so stuck him. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
So,
do we have time for two or should we do one?
We can do one.
All right. Do you have an OG? Okay.
Patreon.
So we are going to do the Mother's Day winner cocktail. We had, for all the mothers on Mother's Day, we did a contest. We said, moms, you send in your best cocktail. We're going to pick a winner and we're going to send you a little special surprise. So we had a great cocktail sent in and I'm going to read it. She said, a few years back, I got together with some friends for some bachelorette shenanigans. My best friend's sister was the bride-to-be. So we all went out one night. Bar, club, hopping was fun. Just had a great time. As you can imagine, we were all super drunk. I noticed throughout the night that the bride was flirty as hell with me. I just chopped it up as a drunk behavior type of thing. Once we were done partying, we all went to the Waffle House. I fucking hate Waffle House.
Me too.
It's dirty and the flies be flying.
Don't take me there.
And the waffles aren't crunchy. Okay. She texted my phone while in the parking lot and asked if I could ride with her somewhere real quick. This the bride? Jesus. Of course. I said yes. We ended up in front of her sister's apartment, parked. She asked me if I had a good time, and I said, yeah, I had a ball. She says, what would you do if I kissed you? Before I could say anything, she reached over and kissed me. We started making out hot and heavy. And before I knew it, she was trying to pull my dress up. She says, let me eat your pussy. I told her my period was on, and if she pulled my panties down, she would see the string of my tampon. She said, fuck that string. Oh, and commenced to eating the hell out of my pussy. After I came, I started taking her dress off, and before I knew it, she was butt naked in the car. My seat was reclined back, and she was right in my face. The car was completely steamed up, and homegirl was loud as fuck. I mean, bitch, was it me? I ate her pussy and played with her little titties until I had cum dripping down my chin and neck. Remember, we're in the parking lot, bro. In a parking space, parked in front of apartments. Anyway, she came, and just as she got fully dressed, the rest of the ladies pulled up, and we went into the apartment like nothing ever happened. The next weekend, she got married to her husband. I attended their wedding, and we never spoke about that night again. Hope you ladies enjoyed it. I know I did. Sincerely, hell yeah, I'd do that shit again.
That's a wild
Fucking a bride
night.
the night before she gets married. I would definitely do that shit but I would get in trouble at the wedding. I'd be like, oh, fuck y'all, bitch. Fuck y'all, bitch.
And see, that's why you can't invite everybody.
You get too drunk, it's an open bar, and you fuck around. I fucked your bitch. I fucked the bride. I fucked the bride.
She is getting escorted out So it's like, oh, hell no. That's why y'all have to be careful, okay? Be careful. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Just a few reminders. Check out DameProducts.com. Use our code COCKTALES so you can get 10% off. Check any links that we have in the description box for anything extra that we want to share. We have new Patreon episodes every single Monday. New YouTube channel. So if you're listening to this and maybe you didn't realize we had a YouTube, now you know. Click the link. I'll put it in the description box if you're listening to the episode so that you know where to go and subscribe and see all of the future episodes available on YouTube and also Patreon. We didn't do this earlier. I didn't know that a lot of people didn't realize what Patreon is.
I didn't know that either. We just assumed that you guys knew this was a way that you can support creatives.
Yeah, so we put bonus content out there so it's not just like you're just making a donation, but it does help us because we do put out the regular show for free, and even though we charge you guys a small amount for the bonus episodes, it's not that much, and we're trying to create more content. We'll be doing new things, and it takes money to make all of this stuff happen, so it really helps to kind of offset our costs, and we would just appreciate it if you could support us. We have multiple different tiers. The top tier Ride or Die is $15 a month, and you get a special gift after being Ride or Die for 3 months, but we have something available at the different tiers. Just go to patreon.com/cocktails and you can see what you get for every level. We really do appreciate the support.
Thank you.
And then also make sure you're following us on Instagram when we post if we do any giveaways, any contests, any other things that we're promoting, and just funny stuff. Go to our Instagram. It's at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean, and really quick, May 13th.
Oh, yeah.
We have a live Patreon at 7:30, so make sure y'all join it.
Listen to the episode early. So it's tonight at 7:30 Eastern. We will be doing a live discussion with you guys. So when you sign up, we will be posting a link today. You'll see it as soon as you go on. Just look at the most recent post. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.